All right, motherfuckers, today we're talking about the most overrated, overhyped, so-called science-based lifter on the goddamn planet. That's right, Dr. Mike Israetel, the bald wizard of bullshit, the king of evidence-based mediocrity, the man who turned lifting into a goddamn spreadsheet. If you've ever wondered how to train the least and still not look great, this is your guy. Mike's whole fucking brand is pretending that being a soft, pudgy academic is somehow peak performance. He talks like he's cracked the code of hypertrophy, but let's be real. He looks like he's 2 cheesecakes away from a mobility scooter half the year. And don't even get me started on that cringe-ass voice he puts on like he's narrating a biology podcast. You ever watch his training clips? He's either doing machine curls like a grandma or moving like he's training for the Special Olympics. No intensity, no explosiveness, just slow, robotic bullshit. This guy is a walking PubMed citation with no results to show for it. And then, there's his weird-ass obsession with doing 100+ reps of push-ups in his gazillion-dollar home gym. You've got more equipment than most commercial gyms, and you're out here grinding out bodyweight calisthenics like it's a prison workout. What the actual fuck? All that gear and this dude's chasing a pump like he's in a CrossFit class. And don't even get me started on his constant boner for the deep stretch. You'd think stretch-mediated hypertrophy was the holy grail the way he worships it. Newsflash, Mike. The stretch is a tool, not a religion. You still have to fucking train hard. But nah, Mike's more focused on tempo and tension than actually pushing heavy weight or going near failure. Now let's talk about the worst shit he's ever spewed into the lifting world, fatigue maxing. The idea that you should accumulate tons of submaximal sets across a week and slowly inch toward failure. What the fuck are we doing? This is gym cancer. This is why people train for years and look exactly the same. You're not getting shredded. You're not getting strong. You're just collecting junk volume like a dam hoarder. The idea that you're too fragile to push hard more than once a week is insane. You're not a delicate fucking orchid you're supposed to train. Mike treats intensity like it's radioactive. And this idea that you need periodized fatigue to see results? Bullshit. You don't need a PhD to know that going hard, consistently, and pushing close to failure builds muscle and strength. That's how athletes have trained for decades. Meanwhile, Mike wants you doing 8 sets of cable lateral raises with perfect tempo while avoiding failure. Bro, what? That's not hypertrophy, that's masturbation. Let's look at the results of this dogshit programming. Mike spent years bulking up to like 270 pounds looking like a sweaty baked potato. He literally got so fat that his skin stretched beyond recovery. And instead of owning up to it, instead of working his ass off to cut down properly and rebuild, he took the easy road. Fucking surgery, that's right. Mr. Science-based had liposuction and loose skin removal. And now he's talking about getting abdominoplasty where they literally stitch your abs together like Frankenstein. Mesh implants. Cutting the fuck in to restructure his core. All because he couldn't resist eating like a hog during his science-based bulk and didn't want to suffer through an actual disciplined cut. You know what's more science-based than plastic surgery? Dieting, cardio, training hard. But no, Mike's out here slicing himself open and pretending it's no big deal. You know the risks with that shit. Nerve damage, scar tissue, chronic pain. You could end up worse off than you started. And for what? So your waist looks 2 inches tighter on Instagram. This is the fucking guy giving advice to young lifters, telling them that it's okay to pack on 80 pounds of fat during a bulk and that you can just surgically patch it up later. What the fuck kind of example is that? People act like Mike is this fitness god because he's got a PhD and some big-ass words. That doesn't mean he trains smart. It means he talks smart while training like a fucking robot. You want results? You want to look like a goddamn animal? Then train like one. Not this RPRP Excel spreadsheet crap. That's why Mike's influence is so dangerous. It gives lazy lifters an excuse to do the least while expecting the most. The truth is, if Mike had just stayed leaner, trained harder, and didn't treat effort like poison, he wouldn't need surgeries. He'd look way better. And maybe then he'd actually inspire people instead of confusing them with lectures on fiber-type recruitment. You don't need a fucking degree to lift heavy, eat clean, and stay lean. You just need balls and consistency. So yeah, Dr. Mike Israetel, the most stupid science-based lifter out there. Guy has the brain of a genius and the training of a fucking mall walker. Don't fall for the lab coat, look at the results. He turned a world-class knowledge base into mediocrity, surgeries, and overcomplicated bullshit. Train hard, lift heavy, don't be like Mike. Subscribe or go train, peace.